This is the book of Job, chapter 4, verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Job, chapter 4, verse 7, is that I want to speak on the conclusion of this trial that was going on between Daniel Penny and his trial of being accused of slaying Jordan Neely in terms of manslaughter they were trying to charge him with, or negligence they were trying to charge him with. But, he got off scot-free. Okay? And, me looking at this and gathering all the so-called, what they call evidence, and, looking at the testimonies, which I'm going to play, it's good that he got off. And I'm just speaking for what I'm seeing. It's good that he got off. All right? First of all, the name Daniel means what? The Most High is my judge. Okay? And what he did, and I'm gonna go into, all right, why he did it. Okay, it was necessary because this Jordan Neely, all right, this was a maniac, all right, who eventually, if he didn't get put down, he was going to kill somebody. All right, he was for lack of better words, a death angel in the making. Okay, and so this Jake had to get put down, and yes, for prophetic reasons, would this cause a race riot? Maybe. We'll see if this is the will of the Lord, if this is what the Lord wants. All right, for this to play out that way, or it's just getting Jake just more angry and angry for something to really happen, and then finally who will rise up, who will rouse up Judah? The scripture in Jeremiah chapter 49, right? Let me get that real quickly. Lessons within lessons. Jeremiah 49. Okay. Not Jeremiah 49, Salakia. Genesis 49. Where did I get that from? I guess, because I got Esau's judgment on the brain. All I think about is Esau getting his fucking head knocked off. Anyway, here it is. Genesis 49, verse 9. Judah's lions whelp from the prey. My son, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He couched as a lion. And as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? Right. And could this be the what's the word I'm looking for? The gunpowder, to ignite Judah, which represents, the so-called black man here in America, to finally say enough is enough? Or this is just, adding more fuel to the fire, all right, till the major event happens, which, I'm just speaking as a man. I don't think anything really is going to happen. Maybe there may be a protesting. Maybe there may be some skirmishes with the riot police. But I don't see anything major happening. When shit hits the fan is when Jake has no food in his belly. That's when shit's really going to hit the fan. When Jake has no food in their belly, when there is a famine, a literal famine, that's when Jake's going to, all right, wild out. But hey, we'll see. This is the Lord's movie. Hey, and we do know race riots have to happen. It is part of prophecy, and I know it's coming. I see what these Edomite supremacists are doing. They're getting their race, all right, rallied up and training them ready for a race riot. Okay, you got a lot of these Edomite supremacists, all right, that are okay openly, and they're not pulling their videos down from X, telling um, their race to stop mingling with Jake, telling their women to stop sleeping with Jake men, all right, and calling them out, freaking and basic just letting them know, like, uh uh you're destroying your race by getting involved with Jake men, okay, and then they're threatening them. They're like, hey, when this race war kicks off, all right, and you're joined to them, all right, you're going to be considered an enemy combatant, and that's what I'm seeing on these Edomite supremacide. All right, I'm seeing as a prophet, okay, as a seer, okay, you're supposed to see everything, okay, you're not, and that's how you bring forth judgment. That's how you can see. That's how you can judge. Scriptures say, and this is something that if you call yourself a judge or a prophet, this is supposed to be in your mind continually. Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 11 verse 7. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke. Okay? And this goes for even this, okay, bugged out Jake being put to death. Okay? And for any scenario. Okay? You can't get emotional. He was put to death for a reason. All right? And again, when you see, I'm going to play this, bear with me. I'm going to play this clip. When you hear the testimony of what this, all right, bugged out Jake was saying, on that day, you were like, come on, all right? And then you have a Marine, okay, a combat veteran Marine, a sergeant who's hearing this, who has been to war and is hearing, okay, in a closed environment subway trolley, hearing this individual saying these things and, all right, moving erratically. What do you think? You think he's just going to sit there? Okay? All right? That's why you got to put these scriptures to mind. All right? Job chapter 4 verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, where were the righteous cut off? Right, because the righteous Israelite will never be put in that situation. Okay? A righteous Israelite, the Lord will never put a righteous Israelite in that situation. Okay? And let's go into this Jake. This Jordan Neely was not righteous. Okay? First of all, look at his picture, man. You could tell effeminate is written all over this individual. Okay? Contacts in the eyes. All right? He idolized Michael Jackson because he was doing nothing but the Michael Jackson moves. Okay? He was in and out of homeless shelters. He was in and out of mental institutions. I mean, all right? And this is why now laws are being passed to give the police officers authority to arrest someone on the assumption they have mental illness. Okay? Down here in Florida, they call that Baker Act. All right? The police can arrest you, can put you, can hold you if they think you have mental problems. Okay? So let's read this article. All right? And then I'm going to play these clips. And this is why, all right? Again, let me read this one more time. Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 7. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke. If you go to the GNT version, it says, before you start criticizing, get your facts straight and think the matter through. Okay? And if you call yourself a judge, all right, a prophet, you have to keep this in mind. In fact, 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 2, do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? Right. And who are the saints? All right, the Israelites, okay? And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters? Okay, right. Okay, NOT version, it says, Don't you realize that someday we believers will judge the world? And since you are going to judge the world, can't you decide even these little things among yourselves? Right. And of course, this is pertaining to uh, the church of Corinth at this time, because they were engaging, all right, in lawsuits and then going to the heathen. Like, you want to have a lawsuit against your own Israelite brother, all right? And that's totally off. You should be able to settle the matter amongst your own people, okay? Okay? 3. Know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much more things that pertain to this life? Ooh, right. So let's go. Let's get into this article. And if you're emotional and you claim to be an Israelite, all right, you need to re-examine these scriptures. You shouldn't be emotional when you see Jake get put down like this, all right? This was judgment. And again, this is also feeding into the prophecy of race wars and rising up Judah, okay? So let's get into this article. It says, the contentious debate around the New York City struggle to address homelessness and mental illness has clouded the memory of who Jordan Neely was. As a trial for his alleged killer, Daniel Penny, all right, Daniel means what? The Most High is my judge. And Penny means what? Penny can mean money, or it can mean, I looked this up, this is very interesting. Check this out. In Germanic language, a pawn. Interesting. A pawn, right? Because he's a pawn in the Most High's movie, all right? And again, what does Daniel mean? The Most High is my judge, or Yahweh is my judge, okay? So let's continue on. Gets on the way Monday with jury selection, right? So again, the reason why I'm bringing this out, this article, is prior to today's conclusion. You know, the Daniel Penny, he's found innocent. Okay, and again, I'm in total agreement with this with that conclusion, and you're gonna see why. Okay, as the trial for his alleged killer, Daniel Penny, gets underway Monday with jury selection, those who knew Neely remembered him for breaking out in dance and singing along with the hits on the radio as a joyous child. He's remembered as a teen who struggled to cope with the loss of his best friend, his mother, who was violently murdered. Right. So off the jump, you're like, whoa. Okay. His best friend was murdered. Okay. And his mother was violently murdered at the age 14. Okay. His mother was found, okay, in a suitcase on the Bronx Parkway. Okay. So automatically, all right, this Jake was already being groomed, all right, to be a demon walking the earth. Okay. And you got to ask yourself, why would the Lord allow that? Well, he must have done something, all right, in his past life and in this life, that the Lord said, I'm going to snatch your mother away from you at the age 14. You got to look at it spiritually, okay? You can't get offended. You can't get emotional. And again, look at him, all right? When you look at this picture, you could clearly see with the contacts and the hairstyle, all right? He has some effeminate tendency. Could he be part of the LGBTQ community? All right, this is New York City. They push LGBTQ heavily on the young, okay, people. All right? Just throwing it out there. Continuing on. He's remembered for entertaining commuters, tourists, and locals alike with moonwalks and side glides that rival Michael Jackson on the New York subway. So off the jump, who was he idolizing? Michael Jackson. All right? Isn't that, you're breaking the commandment right there. Okay? You're idolizing, okay, someone else than the Most High. Okay? What is an idol? Okay? Putting anything, all right, before the Most High. You're saying Michael Jackson is your power. This is because you emulated him. This is where you're going to get, right, be famous by emulating, okay, a person, a man, a mortal man, okay, who was bugged out in the mind too. Continue on. Neely's family had imagined a great future ahead for him. I said, Jordan, one day you might be famous. This is why. All right? His aunt wasn't steering him to serve the Lord. His aunt was, all right, exploiting his, basically manipulating him and exploiting, saying, yo, you could be famous. Okay? And let me ask something. Where the hell is his father in all this? Why is his aunt saying this to him? Because his father's nowhere to be found. Okay? But now his father wants to come and speak out, and it looks like he wants money out of all this. Okay? Jake is something else. Continuing on. Neely's great aunt Mildred Mahuzi told ABC News, and he said, really, Aunt Mildred, really, right. Okay? Because again, Jake is wicked. When they're not seeking the Lord, they'll exploit their own people. But the age of 30, Neely was homeless and appeared to be experiencing mental illness crisis when he was killed after a subway passenger named Danley Penny held him in a 6-minute long chokehold, officials said. All right, Penny, a former Marine, was charged with second-degree manslaughter and criminally negligent homicide in Neely's death. He pleaded not guilty, arguing that Neely had been threatening to passengers on the train. Right, this is a Marine, okay? I believe he was a combat Marine who's seen, war, saying that the passenger was threatening. Now, hold up. This is what the judges, this is what the courts were deliberating. Excuse me, not the judges. The jury, which they are technically judging, right? A juror is a judge. That's why you have the jurors. What are they judging the matter, right? They have to judge the matter, okay? Because the Marine was like, yo, this individual was threatening people, okay? He had to be neutralized. He pleaded not guilty, arguing that Neely had been threatening to passengers on the train. Other witnesses reportedly told police that Neely had been yelling and harassing passengers. Okay, so there you go. So now, let's go to the testimony. All right, I know this is a little bit longer, but we have to, Spirit was moving. We have to get all this. All right, so let's play this.
Then he came in, he put his hand so he could come in, right? Okay. I guess he was pissed or something, but I looked at him, right? And then he started taking off his sweater, dummy hard, and then he threw it. And then he told everyone that he had a rough day and that he don't care what happens today. He don't care about going to jail, but that someone's dying today.
Whoa, someone's dying today. A Marine is hearing this in a closed confinement trolley car. Think about it. All right, continuing on.
He come to me.
Was that a fight at all?
No, he came on the train. I was sitting right there. I was sitting next to everybody that was moving. That was the last one I was sitting. He came on the train. He was like, yo, I'm looking for food. I'm looking for this shit. He was ready to risk it all. Basically, he was like...
Ooh, I got a scripture right here. Ecclesiasticus chapter 40 verse 28. Sirach chapter 40 verse 28. My son, lead not a beggar's life, for it's better to die than to beg. Okay? And I had to bang that hard. Because people, Jake wants everything handed to them. Okay? All right? And then when things don't go your way, you expect the whole world, all right, to fucking hand you everything. Okay? Because you don't want to get your shit together. All right? And I guarantee this, all right, this Jake right here been seeing the Israelites on the highways and byways, especially because he was in Times Square, so he definitely seen the Sabbat camp easily, okay? And maybe ISUPK, all right, talking about who the Hebrew Israelites are, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? But you think he would have took heed? No. He wanted to dance around, be effeminate, and dance around like fucking Michael Jackson. Okay? Let's just keep it 100. Let's keep it 100, all right? Because hey, if you Jakes get emotional over this, you're not gonna make it, man. Because this is nothing. All right? There's gonna be more Jakes getting slaughtered, especially in the red states where Esau's getting ready to put a bullet in Jake's head, and gun laws are legal. Okay? And they're legalizing gun laws in the red state to give Esau all the power to lay you Jakes out. All right? Now in the blue states, Jake, you might have a fighting chance because they got a lot of these liberal Edomites that are gonna get fucked up by these bugged out Jakes. All right, I see it in the blue states, not so much in the red state. The red states, Esau's gonna have a field day. Okay, like Alabama, Mississippi, Texas, Florida. Fuck around, Jake, if you want. Esau's ready to hose you down. All right, and leave you on the fucking. All right, in the dirt. All right? But there you go. So that's what he was doing. So let's continue on.
Like, basically, he's going to tell the people about to hurt somebody. He's on the floor. He's like, I'm ready to hurt somebody. I'm ready to do this. And people right here, like I said, I don't think he's nothing wrong.
So I'm ready to hurt somebody. I'm ready to do something. He's threatening people's lives in a closed compartment trolley. What do you think this Marine was going to do? Just sit there? Okay? All right? Hey, he was in the right. That's my opinion. Continuing on. And this is a Jake, by the way. So this can't be a black and white thing. Continuing on.
Everybody looked and he was about to start him. He came in and he tried to this while the clock was coming. They took mad, everybody was, I was close out home. Yeah. They took mad on the clock. He was trying to resist him while somebody came. They took mad on. Okay.
Really, the ones in the wrong were the police officers. They took mad long to get there. While this Jake is threatening to kill, to maim, to hurt somebody. Okay? And he says, I don't care. Okay, if I go to jail. What did he say? If I go to Rikers Island?
He was down the train. He was waiting like, I seen him take over the he's down the train, he dropped his phone. It's like, I'm ready to hurt anybody. I'm hungry. I'm ready to go back to Rikers Island.
I'm ready to go back to Rikers Island. So he's a repeated offender. Okay? A repeated offender. He's ready to go back to Rikers Island. And I'm hungry. Lead not a beggar's life. Okay? Clearly, this Jake was ready to be wasted. He was ready to be deleted. Okay? And it's all played in the Lord's narrative, all right, to incite this race war. Okay? But if you look at it spiritually, this whole notion that the former Marine, Daniel Penny, just, yes, it's time for me to kill a nigga. No, it wasn't. Okay? All right? These are testimonies from other witnesses saying this is what this bug out was doing. Okay? Now, of course, is this playing into the race war? Of course. We got to look at it spiritually on all levels. We look at everything at all levels. All right? But the intent of this former Marine was not, it's time for me to go kill, a nigga today, for lack of better words. All right? And if you don't like me using the word nigga, all right, okay, then you ain't making it, okay? You ain't fucking making it, man. All right? Don't go on X. That's all they ever use on X. It's nigga. Continuing on.
The dude got up, he saw him about to hurt somebody, and he got up and he was straight. And he was trying to hurt somebody. I don't know what. You saw everything on everything? No, you saw everything, okay?
This young lady right here.
Yeah.
Okay, what did you see?
What did I see? I was sitting up there, I heard the young man that's on the floor saying, hey, I'm willing to die, I'll do anything. I'm willing to die. I'll go to jail. I don't care. And he was saying it so loud that everyone turned around. The young man, he got belligerent and he tackled him down. He was tackled in the brown jacket when it just went past.
The guy in the brown jacket.
Yeah, you got to see the guy in the brown jacket. Yeah.
They just put the guy to the freezer. You got a brown jacket, hand jacket. Take him to the freezer right now. And take it away to the freezer.
Oh, he took him to the ground? The guy with the brown jacket took him to the ground.
And he took him around and take him to the ground. Not a hard chokehold, just enough to secure him. And the guy fought. And he kept holding him. Alright? And then that's when everybody totally realized what was going on. These guys on drugs. You know, because when he came in, he was unbelievably off the charts. He scared the living daylights out of him.
How did he bring him down to the ground? Like he picked him up and throw him on the ground?
I think he stood up, grabbed him, threw him around, and put him to the ground.
There you go, man. All right. So there's 3 witnesses that showed, all right, that this Jake was out of his mind. He was belligerent. He was threatening. He was willing, all right, to kill. And you're hearing this Marine, and this Marine is sitting there like, what the fuck? All right, what do you think he was going to do? Just let that shit slide? Okay? And, you know, and this is what happens. Whoever perished being innocent. Okay? So, I mean, that's it, man. You know, this is why we're here to be judges, man. We're not out here, all right, to choose, okay, to get emotional and just automatically feed into shit. Oh, you know, they just always doing Jake dirty. There's some times where Jake gotta go, man. Jake ain't right, and clearly this individual wasn't right, man. Psalm chapter 37, verse 25. I have been young, and now I'm old. Yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. Right, the Lord is going to take care of his elect. All right, the Lord is going to take care of his men. All right, the men of Yashar are not going to be out there in the streets. Are not going to be in the train. Okay, running around saying, I don't mind. I'm hungry, and I don't care if I go back to Rikers Island. Okay, I'm willing to die, or say I'm willing to kill. All right, I'm willing to die. I'll go to jail. I'll do anything. All right, and again, you know, look at this. It's clearly this individual was in an LGBTQT, all right, mindset, man. Look at this. You could tell that he was effeminate from the jump. Okay, father wasn't around. Okay, mother got no mother. Aunt, the aunt's letting him do whatever the hell he wants. So this, you know, this is what happens, man. Okay. All right. So you know, let me bring this out. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations. Right. If this was a man of the Lord, he would have got out of that situation without being harmed. First of all, the Lord would never even put him in that situation. Okay? A man of the Lord would not be moving like that. A man of the Lord would not be just being belligerent, saying he's going to kill somebody, or he doesn't mind. He's going to go out. He doesn't care if he dies or goes back to jail. I'm hungry. He wouldn't do that. And to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. Right. And again, he was unjust and he got punished, man. All right. Now, is he back in his rightful mind? Yes. All right. We know that he's back in his rightful mind. All right. But this had to play out. And last one, Romans 13:1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that be are ordained of the Most High. Right. Basic, okay, Hebrew Israelite 101. All right. Romans 13. This is when you apply Romans 13. Not when you apply the chip, the RFID chip, IUIC or ISUPK. Okay, because you're going to use this. All right, because you're wicked. But when we're talking about basic decorum, how to be civil in a society, all right, you have to obey the laws. Okay, it means you don't go around threatening to kill people. This is like saying, going into a theater and saying, bomb, bomb, bomb. What do you think is going to happen? We live in a society where people are on edge. They just got done with the pandemic. All right, terrorism is constantly being bombarded in the people's psyche. When you go around saying, I don't care, I'm willing to die, I'm gonna kill. When you go around saying that shit, and you see a Marine's hearing this, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen, man? And with that, I give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their life for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep it there. Keep the faith. Keep pushing. Keep fighting. Keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles and elders. Pray for the elect and the elect only. Put curses on these 2/3. Okay? Put curses on these Edomites and these heathens. Okay? Put curses on Babylon the Great. All right? For the few that are watching, keep studying when you pray. Pray to cover. Lord wants us edifying. No one, brothers and sisters, you didn't get emotional. I mean, it's evident this Jake had to go. And with that, Shalom, you already know.